Welcome to English class, guys. Today we are going to learn about have to and has to. We use it to talk about an obligation. It means that it's something that is necessary to do or it is mandatory to do. That's why it says to talk about an obligation. We use has to or have to plus the base form of the verb, but we are going to see this later on. Let's continue with the lesson. Has to is used with the third person singular, which are she, he, and it. And have to we use with the other pronouns that are I, you, we, and they. Let's see the structures that I talked to you about this in the beginning. So now let's see the structure. It is subject plus have to if it is any other personal pronoun, or has to if it is the third person singular, plus the base form of the verb. Let's see this example. I have to study. This sentence is trying to say that study is an obligation that I, as the person that make the action, have to do. That's why it says I have to study. It is something mandatory to do. That's why it's trying to say this example. I have to study. Let's see other ones. I have to work. It means that is an action that is necessary or mandatory that I have to realize, that I have to make. He has to do the homework. In this case, we are using the third person singular. That's why it says he has to do the homework. It is an obligation, and it's mandatory that the boy have to do his homework. The other one, it says you have to clean your bedroom. In this sentence is something mandatory that someone else have to make. That's why it says you have to clean your bedroom. In this case, we can say that the mother is telling to the boy or a girl that clean the bedroom is something obligatory that he or she have to do. That's why I say you have to clean your bedroom. Or we can say in this example, she has to wear uniform at work. It is something obligatory. It is something mandatory to wear uniform at work. Let's talk about examples in negative form. For that, we use have to or has to with the negative auxiliaries. And those are don't and doesn't. The first sentence, it says They don't have to work tomorrow. Okay, in this sentence is trying to say that they need to rest. That's why it says they don't have to work tomorrow. The other one, it says we don't have to study. We are on vacation. It is an action that is not necessary to do. That's why it says we don't have to study. We are on vacation. She doesn't have to work on Sunday. Okay, it is not necessary because it is a day free. Or he doesn't have to go to school on weekend because it is not necessary. That's why it says this sentence that it is not necessary to go to school on weekend. In this case, we are using he doesn't or she doesn't instead of hasn't, because doesn't it's making the function of the third person singular. That's why we use he doesn't have or she doesn't have, because doesn't accomplish the rule of the third person singular. Guys, this is it for today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.